Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of the Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys coming by the channel to check today's video out. Guys, we're going to be talking about using fingernail polish to modify your lures today. This is something that I have literally been doing since I was in high school. I remember, sneaking or borrowing my mom's fingernail polish sometimes, even when I was young. I still do it today, and I actually carry like 7 or 8 different colors of fingernail polish in the boat with me at all times. So today's video, I'm going to show you the colors I carry and sort of talk about what I do to the lures with these particular colors in today's episode. I'm also, guys, quick reminder right now, I just want to let you know that with my Blaukat throwback jig at Tackle Warehouse, these are the 2 biggest sellers that we have here. The green and chartreuse, which I used at Lake of the Ozarks, still got the line on it there, and black and chartreuse. These are really good fall colors. So I'll link my Tackle Warehouse link in the description to my Blaukat throwback jig link if you want to get one there. If they happen to be sold out because they're selling pretty quick, I'll also put the Cumberland Pro Lures website in the description of the video, and guys can get them either one of those places. You can get them, so much appreciated there. Living rubber, guys. This living rubber is like the most natural looking stuff you'll ever use in the water here. Okay, guys, I've been doing this forever. This is like one of my favorite tricks to do with fishing lures, and I'm gonna sort of go through each one of these and show you what I do with them a little bit. Now, the first one I carry, and the ones that I use the most are any type of reds here. I've got 2 different shades of red here, sort of a blood red and a bright red. These are probably the 2 that I use the most. And the things that I use the red for most of the time is drawing gills on a lure. So I'll take like this Megabass, Vision 110 here, and you can see right here where the gills are, where the gill line is there. I'll just trace along that gill line with the red fingernail polish. And really the thing this does, it gives those fish a focal point. So like when this jerkbait or crankbait's moving along there and it stops, they've got that bright red gills that, sometimes gets them to hit that bait a little bit more up on the head instead of nipping it at the tail. A lot of times it'll not only generate strikes, but it generates strikes farther up on the bait, which allows them to get 3 treble hooks in it. I'll use that actually a bunch on any hard bait that has gills on it. So if I've got a crankbait, I'll do the same thing on that. Flat-sided crankbait, regular type of a crankbait, even a glide bait sometimes. I've used them on the glide baits. So that's one of the staples that I use with the red on there, probably most popular. The other one, guys, I use is I have some black fingernail polish. And the times that I use black on there is usually on the back. A lot of times if I have some type of a lure color that has a light colored back, I really like a darker back on most lures. So I'll take some black fingernail polish and put a black back on there. It can be really good. Black is also a good color to have to touch up some lures if you do have some black lures. Also, guys, I forgot to tell you on the red here, a lot of times I'll put eyes on my shaky head jigs or my other jigs. A little bit of red on there, and sometimes I'll even put red on my jerk baits and my crankbaits with it. But the black is mainly for the back. And the other 3 that I use here, guys, I've got 3 different colors of some type of a pearl here. Some of them's got flake, some of them's just straight pearl, just different pearl colors. And these pearl colors are really good because you can take just like a crankbait, like some type of a crankbait that has a brighter glossy finish on it. And you can take like a pearl on there and you can paint that pearl on the side, and it creates this sort of like a injured looking shad color. It's like it just creates a different look to the shad pattern. I think I got one up here. I can show you guys real quick here what I've done to it. Should have got this out before we did the video. But I think I got one here that I've done long ago with it. Okay, here's an example of one. Here's an old DB3 that I've taken and I've put in some pearl fingernail polish on the side there, and see, it sort of gave it a different look, rubbed it in a little bit. So it just sort of creates, that pearl sort of creates a different finish to any type of a shad pattern lure, or you can even use it on a chartreuse lure. If you have one that, like a chartreuse sided crankbait or something that's got a really bright chartreuse, you can take some of this pearl, put it over the chartreuse, and it doesn't cover up the chartreuse, but it makes it more of a sort of like a faded look a little bit. But you can do some really neat stuff with it, guys. There are so many different colors of fingernail polish now. There's even more colors of polish now than there was, 20 or 30 years ago. just experiment, man. Just get some fingernail polish, touch up a lure. If you have a lure that's, in bad shape, you can touch it up. You can, create different type of accent colors on the lures you have. And a lot of times that is what it takes. Sometimes you can create colors by yourself that the fish have never seen before and they react to it. And the good thing about fingernail polish, it's very durable. It stays on the lure a long time, doesn't chip very easily. One other thing that I do with it, sometimes I talked about putting eyes like on my jig heads. One of my favorite things to do is on a shaky head, I'll paint that entire head red. And if I'm using a green pumpkin or watermelon worm in really, really clear water, sometimes that red head can be really effective to, get some fish interested in it as well. So anyway, guys, hope it helps out. Quick video. It's really, like I said, I carry the ones I just showed you. They go in my boat all the time. I have a little box for them. So I use them all the time. I think it's going to help you out too. So anyway, talk later.